Greetings, everybody, and a warm welcome to you indeed from the Truman Bodden Sports Complex in Georgetown, the Cayman Islands. Concacaf Nations League action rolls on. It is the Cayman Islands taking on St. Kitts and Nevis. Group C, League C action today to round out the day's action in Concacaf Nations League play. 90 degrees in the Cayman Islands. We did have some heavy rain in the build-up to this one, but as you can see, the rain has passed by, and the two sets of teams are entering the field of play. Huge opportunity for the Cayman Islands today to grab 6 points out of 6 to start this group stage. St. Kitts and Nevis are playing their first game in this group and hoping to get off to a very good start indeed. The two teams will hear their own country's national anthems, always a wonderful tradition at these major tournaments. And then we'll get to the lineups and the kickoff between the Cayman Islands and St. Kitts and Nevis. It's all coming up momentarily.
Ladies and gentlemen, those of you who can, we do ask that you do stand for the playing of the national anthem of St. Kitts and Nevis, to be followed by the national song of the Cayman Islands.
wonderful rendition of both countries' national anthems here as we
in goal, number
get closer
18,
and closer to
Jelani
kickoff
Archibald, the
between the
captain.
Cayman Islands
Number 2,
and
Malik
St.
Roberts.
Kitts and Nevis.
Number
Only
4,
one prior
Andre
meeting
Burley.
between these two. It
Number
was
7,
first round of
Kipwani
the
Williams.
Caribbean Cup. I have to go
Number
all
10,
the way back.
Yvonne
May 12th,
Amory. Number 11,
1991.
Kimari Rogers.
Last tear, St.
Number
Kitts and
15,
Nevis.
Mervyn
The
Lewis.
game ended in a
Number 17,
1-1 draw.
Nick
They meet for the first time here
Number
in the
20,
Nations
Raheem
League,
Hanley.
and there's quite a
Number
bit
21,
on the line to
Kyle
say the
Kelly.
least. Starting lineups, we
Number
begin with
22,
Joey
Dion
Japs,
Stephen,
Cayman
head
Islands
coach of
11,
St. Kitts and Nevis.
Jacoby Tugman,
Francisco
Elijah Seymour, a
Molina.
match winner last
Now
time
the
out,
starting lineup for
and
the
Zachary
Cayman
Scott will
Islands.
be
In
some
goal,
keys
number 1,
in the attack.
Lachlan
Jabari
Lambert.
Campbell and Mason Duval
Number 2,
in defense.
Jaheen
Ball captains the
Alexander.
side, and Lachlan
Number
Lambert
5,
gets the
Cameron
start
Gray.
and goal today.
Number 6, Josiah Johnson. Number 7, Elijah Seymour. Number 8, Jordan Bonilla Ramirez.
Captains will meet
Number 10, Zachary
center with our
Scott.
officiating crew.
Number 17, the captain,
Cayman Islands are
Mason
going to be in
Duval.
blue. St. Kitts and Nevis will
Number
be in
18,
red.
Joshua Campbell.
We mentioned that
Number
Mason
21,
Duval
Jacoby
captains the side,
Tugman.
but with games, he's our
Number
head
23,
official
Jabari
today.
Campbell. The head coach of the Cayman Islands
It's
is
in the
Joey
Grenadines,
Jam.
Bermuda, and Trinidad and Tobago all
The referees
represented.
in charge of
We'll
this
start
afternoon's
on-field
game.
officials, and it's always a friendly reminder,
The referee,
there
Royal
is
Games
no
of St. Vincent
VAR.
and the Grenadines.
This part of the Concacaf
Assistant
Nations
referee
League.
Clinton Hayward of Bermuda. Stefan Mabry of
Well, a
Bermuda.
hero of St. Kitts and Nevis, past and present, captains the side once again. It's the goalkeeper, Jelani Archibald, who's had a wonderful career with the Sugar Boys. Francisco Molina is St. Kitts and Nevis 11. He's there again. Taquani Williams, another country legend at this level. He gets the start as well. Kamari Rogers also will be key in attack. Mervyn Lewis, Kyle Kelly, and Naquan Brown, all key cogs in the midfield. Malik Roberts, Andre Burley, and Raheem Hanley will also be vitally important in the Sugar Boys' defensive setup. One thing that's very much worth mentioning in the lead up to this one, the Cayman Islands have already gotten points on the board. They beat the Virgin Islands, British Virgin Islands to be exact, by 1-0, thanks to Elijah Seymour's 84th minute winner last time out. So when you look at the group composition, Cayman Islands are in first in this three-team group. St. Kitts and Nevis playing their first game find themselves in second. And of course, the British Virgin Islands, just barely, unfortunately for them, are in third place. So again, nothing to be decided yet in this one today, but I must say, Cayman Islands have a huge opportunity here to grab a 6-point lead over all of their rivals in the group. A win for St. Kitts and Nevis would make it very, very tight in this group after 2 matches played for the Cayman Islands and 1 played for each of St. Kitts and Nevis and the British Virgin Islands. And again, it was raining pretty heavily in the build-up to the game. You can kind of see some of the remaining puddles on the track surrounding the pitch surface here, but it is now postcard-worthy weather as we're about to get this one started here in Georgetown in the beautiful Cayman Islands. It looks like it will be St. Kitts and Nevis getting this one started, and they'll be kicking off. They'll be going from right to left, wherever you're tuning in for this one. We appreciate it, and we hope you enjoy what is going to be the final game of the day in Concacaf Nations League play. It's been a wonderful week of games so far, and it will continue into the early days of next week as well. So we're excited to see how it all plays out. Had some really fun League A games in particular yesterday, but League C is back in the center stage today. Referee blows the whistle, and it was a little bit of a false start from the Cayman Islands here, and actually from some of the St. Kitts and Nevis players as well. Very rare that you see that. But luckily, there's no penalties. You'd see maybe in a track and field event, and now we get the game underway between the Cayman Islands and St. Kitts and Nevis. Again, it's Group C, it's League C, and the Cayman Islands have a goal kick, and they'll be going from left to right. Sean St. Jacques here with you, happy to be with you along with our entire crew, and we are thrilled to take this one in with you today Again, to round out a pretty fun day once again, I must say, of Concacaf Nations League play. It's always great to see teams that haven't played each other in a while get reacclimated, and this fixture hasn't been played since the early 90s, if you can believe that. And well, St. Kitts and Nevis look to make up for lost time. Oh, critical save, but an even more important clearance away. Lachlan Lambert denies the shot, but then there was a critical last-ditch clearance from the Cayman Islands. Offside flag goes up to end the sequence. Kyle Kelly caught off, but that's a huge stop from Lambert, and then an even more important intervention to make sure that the Sugar Boys did not get any rebound opportunities. I'll talk about a fast start to this Nations League encounter. Well, a couple days ago, another League C game, we had a penalty given inside of 20 seconds, nearly had the opening goal in about the same amount of time here. Huge defensive moments there from the hosts in the early seconds of the match. This is controlled by Yvonne Amory. He gets back onto it. Nice job winning that back initially by Elijah Seymour. Again, he was the match winner against the British Virgin Islands last time out. Huge, huge winner for the Cayman Islands in the 84th minute. Late winner. Make sure that the Cayman Islands got off to a good start with those 3 mightily important points. Clearance out of there by Lambert was a little bit on the nervy side, but St. Kitts and Nevis couldn't quite capitalize. And again, chance for the host to maybe move this forward. Of course, St. Kitts and Nevis, who made some wonderful history at the last Gold Cup and have certainly been more than competitive in the Nations League over the years. Hope to get back to League B. They've kind of had an up and down time, I would say, in the Nations League. In years past, first season they were in League B, but they got relegated to League C. They got back to League B last time around, but again, they were relegated here to League C. So a bit of a roller coaster ride in Nations League play for St. Kitts and Nevis, who are hoping to get back to League B and then try to build on that. For the Cayman Islands, it's situation where they were so good in the first iteration of the Nations League. Go back to 1920s edition, and they won 4 of the 6 games, the Cayman Islands. They only lost twice, but unfortunately for them, it was not enough to get promoted to League B. They just missed out, and they've been in League C ever since, and they've only gotten 1 win in the Nations League. That came in the last edition, 2023-2024. Since that opening campaign. So it's been a difficult time for them. Of course, that streak ended, and Elijah Seymour scored last time out. So can they build off of that this time and get back to League B, or I should say get to League B, their case, for the very first time, and make some history for the Cayman Islands in the Nations League? A sliding cross here. Oh, that stayed in play for a half a second. But it does bounce back out, and it's going to be a goal kick. Good effort by Zachary Scott to try to get on the end of that. He nearly did, but couldn't keep it in play. Again, that's why the Cayman Islands have such a huge opportunity here. If they can win the game, even a draw, to be fair, to build a cushion or maintain the point lead that they have at the moment, could put them in prime position to finally get out of League C and up to League B, which, again, would just be a wonderful achievement for the development of this men's national team. Nice run down this far side, cross into the middle. Did it take a deflection? The answer is no, it's a goal kick. And of course, as we mentioned earlier, You see this attempted cross. It's actually well defended by Malik Roberts to make sure it wasn't a clear-cut cross into the middle of Jacoby Tugman. Talked about it earlier. If the Cayman Islands can get a 6-point cushion, puts themselves in a huge, huge spot because, of course, St. Kitts and Nevis still have a few games against the British Virgin Islands in this group, a 3-team group, but again, the teams will play multiple times against each other. That's what makes this very interesting, and it's one of those situations where the Cayman Islands could be in pole position after just 2 games of getting that vitally important promotion that you get with finishing top in the group. If you finish in second, it's possible promotion. Have to be the best second place team in League C in order to progress, and you don't want to leave it up to the other teams out there in the league. Well, that was well defended by the Cayman Islands. On that far side, it's popped into the air by Raheem Hanley. Was really high up into the air, but it's a Cayman Islands throw. Well, referee blows the whistle. And it is going to be a free kick here for the Cayman Islands. One or two, beg your pardon, dissents from the St. Kitts and Nevis contingent, but Zachary Scott will get a chance here to try to pick somebody out. Scott into the penalty area. It is headed down, but right at Jelani Archibald. Archibald blasts it up ahead. But the Cayman Islands got enough players there, and they worked it out easily that time from a defensive standpoint. Oh, was there a possible hand to the face there? Referee says no. We let that play on, he says. Don't think it was intentional, but sometimes you see that given by the referee. Oh, a chance to maybe put the crosses together. Actually almost felt kindly for Kyle Kelly. The Cayman Islands gets it away this time. Nice ball played up ahead. Is it going to stay onside here? Cayman Islands look for the flag, but it looks like the goal has been scored. Now the Cayman Islands are convinced the offside flag should have gone up here, but St. Kitts and Nevis did very well there to play to the whistle, and the opening goal has been scored, and the Sugar Boys take the lead. And it appears Kamari Rogers did stay onside and scores the opening goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, the goal scored for St. Kitts and Nevis by number 11, Kamari Rogers.
Well, it's one of those where we didn't see when the ball was kicked, so it's tough to tell from that angle whether or not Rogers was onside or not. But again, the key there is that he played to the whistle. The Cayman Islands did not. And they could think it's offside all they want, but they didn't play it out. The flag stayed down. Rogers takes advantage, and St. Kitts and Nevis have their first goal of this season's Concacaf Nations League. Kamari Rogers is the goal scorer. And it's one of those where, from where our vantage point was, yes, there might have been a hint of offside live, but We didn't get the chance on the replay to see when the ball was kicked. That's what really determines it. And now Taquani Williams crosses this into the middle. Chance for St. Kitts and Nevis again, and the shot is blazed over the top. Oh, great service from Taquani Williams, just trying to thread the needle and just pick somebody out, really, in the penalty area. Williams, of course, the nation's all-time leading goal scorer in the competition. He has 5 goals in 7 appearances for St. Kitts and Nevis in the Nations League. He tried to turn facilitator on that occasion. St. Kitts and Nevis now have a lead to work with, and Cayman Islands are going to have to come from behind. It's going to be a situation where they're going to have to show some resilience, and they have at times in Nations League's past. Can you go back to that first season of Nations League, and they did show that, but the last couple of Nations League campaigns, again, just the 2 victories, one in this year's edition, but just one in the prior 2. That's where they're going to have to show their improvement and their growth. And they might have a chance here. It's laced over the top for Elijah Seymour. Scored last time out. Lays it off for Joshua Campbell. Down the line by Jabari Campbell. And Campbell couldn't quite link up with Zachary Scott, but Campbell keeps on going. In the end, St. Kitts and Nevis are able to move it along. But they give it right back. As soon as I say that, Cayman Islands quickly retain possession here. And was that a pullback on the edge of the penalty area? Oh, the referee says no, it's going to be a corner. Well, we're going to get a good look at this. Again, it's Roberts on the cover. Well, that's a foul, I think. But the other part of that is the referee wrongly gives a corner there. If it's not a foul, it should have been a goal kick, and that's what St. Kitts and Nevis were complaining about. Well, for the Cayman Islands, they'll feel justified in that because they felt they should have had a foul. But St. Kitts and Nevis will be a little bit, and were, frankly, a little bit frustrated by that decision. And from the corner, really strong goalkeeping from Jelani Archibald. He just continues to get better and better for his country in goal, doesn't he? And that ball's played up ahead. Offside flag is up against Elijah Seymour. It's a free kick for the visitors here. Good centering pass here. Oh, it was a decent touch. Not the best of clearances, and it's a chance here for St. Kitts and Nevis. Kelly! Ends up being a good save by Lambert. Kyle Kelly just kept looking and looking for a gap to shoot, but Lachlan Lambert is able to thwart it. Give credit, Kyle Kelly could have just let that go, but kept fighting. And he helps to win the ball back here. Great centering pass as well, and Williams is stopped by Lambert again. And then a late challenge allows the Cayman Islands to get a free kick here on the follow-up by Rogers. Huge save by Lambert to deny the Sugar Boys leading scorer in Nations League, Taquani Williams, at point-blank range nonetheless. And then it's a poor challenge by the goal scorer, Rogers, and clearly a free kick is awarded there. Couple of huge early saves from Lachlan Lambert to keep the Cayman Islands within striking distance here. Could have been 2 or 3 in the opening 15 minutes. St. Kitts and Nevis are really off to the races. But a couple of times they've been a little bit over-aggressive. That's going to be another free kick. And it's Kyle Kelly this time. A little too overzealous. Ball, as you see on the replay, released. And, ooh, Kelly follows through with a crunching tackle. He might be a little bit relieved. He wasn't shown a yellow card for that. More good pressure from the Sugar Boys. But it'll stay, I think. Oh, at least that was the initial indication. Yes, it is going to be a Cayman Islands throw. I was going to say, it looked like it was going to be Cayman Islands throw. The assistant did then confirm that. Wonderful throw-in to find Williams right on the money. Scott plays it through. Lovely to find Amori as well. Amori lays it off. Williams with a volley. It's cut out. And then the Cayman Islands try to clear it. Was it handled there? Not sure the referee saw that. Another shot comes in. It's going to go wide of the target. It looks like it's going to be a goal kick. Now that the ball floated over the top, but well read by Archibald, who's going to be tough to deal with today. He's just so good in and around his own penalty area, making sure everything goes according to plan. Again, St. Kitts and Nevis wins this back. Kelly, maybe just one too many Cayman Islands challenges. It's still not cleared yet. It's Williams, it's 2-0. He's at it again in the Concacaf Nations League. Taquani Williams makes it 2-0 for St. Kitts and Nevis. And Williams has scored his 6th goal in his 8th Nations League appearance.
The goal for St. Kitts and Nevis scored by number 7, Taquani
He just
Williams.
always delivers in this competition. Taquani Williams continues his wonderful goal-scoring record, not just here in the Nations League, but in all Concacaf competitions. And it's thoroughly deserved for St. Kitts and Nevis. They've been the aggressors, and they have a 2-goal cushion as a result. And the Cayman Islands are going to have to go back to the drawing board here. St. Kitts and Nevis have been so aggressive. They've been direct. They've been forceful. They've been clinical. The Cayman Islands will have to try and recover here after a tough 20 minutes nearly of play. Good centering pass here. Brown forced to play it back. Brief chance there to square up for what would have been an ambitious strike. Crossed into the middle by Campbell. Not able to get it in the end to Duval. And the ball is popped up towards the other end of the pitch, and well, that's going to be too close to Lambert in the end. And again, the Cayman Islands were convinced the first goal should have been offside. Never got a definitive look at it. The second goal, no questions about it. And St. Kitts and Nevis have a chance to maybe play their way in for another, but Lambert saves it on a laser beam of a shot from the edge of the penalty area. St. Kitts and Nevis just keep on creating opportunities here. That ball's flicked on. Williams, when it was nearly played all the way through again. Kyle Kelly trying to help things out, but here comes Mason Duval for the Cayman Islands. But his pass out to the far side was not accurate. It's a giveaway. Now to Kwani Williams. Williams shoots. That's blocked. Handball appeals. Another attempt. And Lachlan Lambert saves. And the St. Kitts and Nevis onslaught of attacks continues. Cayman Islands fans trying to give them a lift here on home soil. So far, St. Kitts and Nevis have been dominant in this first half, and they have the goals to prove it. And they're in search for more here. Lovely marauding run. It could lead to the shot! It's just fizzed wide of the goal. Tough to tell if Lambert would have had that covered. But again, Cayman Islands not really stepping in time. St. Kitts and Nevis attacking players, and it just opens up for the shot. Just seems like any time the Sugar Boys get the ball right now, they look dangerous in the attack. Anytime they are defending around their penalty area, they have Jelani Archibald and Malik Roberts and Raheem Hanley doing the work required. Hanley's ball over the top here. It's going to take a couple of bounces. It's played back to Lambert, who will clear. Good job winning the ball back in that midfield. Again, Kyle Kelly's also had a strong game to this point as well. He's been all over the place. The midfield covering all the blades of grass, as they say. Ooh, this is going to bounce in behind. Header back to Lambert was necessary. As if another bounce occurred, Taquani Williams could have been in for another. Six goals in 8 Nations League appearances for Taquani Williams. He's just always involved in the positive moments. Can the Cayman Islands respond with a moment of their own? Cross is going to be headed away, and the Sugar Boys try to retain the possession, but they can't put another pass together. It's well defended by Jadane Alexander. Will be a throw-in for St. Kitts and Nevis on the near side, it looks like. Of course, many will remember the Gold Cup run that St. Kitts and Nevis went on in 2023 to get to the group stage for the very first time in the country's history. That's when Jelani Archibald became a household name in this part of the world. Huge penalty saves in the play-in rounds to get St. Kitts and Nevis finally into a group stage. Of course, they were in such a difficult group. They were with the U.S., who at the time were the defending champions. They were, of course, with the Reggae Boys of Jamaica as well. And Trinidad and Tobago was in that group also. Three of the toughest countries to match up with in this region. St. Kitts and Nevis tried their best. They had a couple of decent moments in the group stage, but they did finish bottom of the group and did bow out. But they bowed out with pride, knowing they had made a massive step forward for their country in this profession. As Williams is in behind here, and this time the offsides flag does come up, and the Cayman Islands are able to, well, deal with that situation in the end. Another one of those where they clearly played the offsides trap. I think that one was much more definitive than the one involving Kamari Rogers. Williams looked to be offside there by about half a step. But again, on both of those occasions, we don't have the definitive angle. The assistant referee does. Have to give the assistants the benefit of the doubt in those situations, especially when it's so tight. And of course, there's no VAR to double check it either. So have to go with the on-field decisions in those moments. Nice marauding run forward here. This is Joshua Campbell. His pass is picked off at the end. That's what the Cayman Islands are going to need more of, as well as some ball winners in the midfield. Last finish that the Cayman Islands have had in any competition was actually in the 1995 Caribbean Cup. They finished in 4th place in that tournament. Picked up a couple of wins, were unbeaten in 3 of their 5 games in that tournament all those years ago. That was just 4 years after the last time these two met in a competitive fixture, which of course was also in the Caribbean Cup. Not to be outdone, but a couple years after that, St. Kitts and Nevis had their best ever finish in a major tournament. 2nd place, runners-up at the 1997 Caribbean Cup as well. A chance for the Cayman Islands to move this forward. This is Scott. Out to the far side. And again, it's well defended by Malik Roberts. And St. Kitts and Nevis bring it up the other way. It's Taquani Williams getting the early ball. Doesn't have much support. But support arrives in the end, and the shot is just wide of the target. Great hold-up play again from St. Kitts and Nevis. This time it was Williams doing the job. Had no help initially, but patience was really important there. Rogers arrived late and nearly scored his 2nd goal of the match, but he was put wide of the frame. Well, it's time for a cooling break in this first half. Again, a first half where St. Kitts and Nevis has really been the dominant side. 2 goals, one from Kamari Rogers, the other from Taquani Williams, who just, well, nearly linked up for another goal there as we approach the half-an-hour mark in this first half. Again, it's an opportunity for the Cayman Islands if they can come back to really take control of this Group C in League C. But if St. Kitts and Nevis can use this early momentum and ride it off into the 3 points, they'll have a chance to not only get level on points with the Cayman Islands at the top, but get ahead of them on goal differential, pending of course, the outcome of this one here. The referee says that's about that. You can still see some of the puddles, by the way, from the earlier rain showers, but now you look at the sky and again, it's just about picture perfect for a Cayman Islands afternoon, early evening here. It's been St. Kitts and Nevis soaking in the sun so far. They've brought their cutting edge in the attack with them today, and it has led to some wonderful goals, especially the second one. Wonderful finish from Taquani Williams, who just continues to have a love affair with this competition. Of course, we were just looking around during the cooling break, some of the other games going on around Nations League today. How about Belize? How impressive were they? Earlier today, a 4-0 win over Turks and Caicos as our game gets back to live action. 1-1 between the Bahamas and Barbados. The Bahamas had a 3-1 lead the other day. Opportunity to put the points away, but it was a wonderful comeback. Saw them end up dropping points. We'll be looking to bounce back in this one. See a heavy collision there. Possible head injury, perhaps. Well, maybe not, just a tangle of legs there, but oh, maybe there was on the back end there a connection. Again, referees can never be too careful. That was Elijah Seymour, and fortunately, he looks to be okay. Just to finish the earlier point, it was the U.S. Virgin Islands who came back from that 3-1 deficit. We had that game the other day. Wonderful comeback. Bahamas will be hoping to get a victory today, and Dominica, Antigua and Barbuda, they're 0-0 at the half, and the other game that went final earlier in the day, Bermuda and the Dominican Republic. The DR went down to 10 at one point, but still won the game by 3-2. So that's a huge victory for the Dominican Republic as well. And what's been a jam-packed day of action in the Concacaf Nations League. And there's plenty more to come in the next few days. This will be played all the way back to Andre Burley. And St. Kitts and Nevis will recycle the possession. Goes out for a Cayman Islands throw, who still have time to try to get one back at the end of this first half. Again, as we already mentioned, 2-goal leads have not exactly been done and dusted leads this week. Already seen that 3-1 comeback a few days back. Times it just takes the first one. If you can get the first one, then anything can happen. Joshua Campbell plays it centrally. Ramirez. A give and go attempt. Scott. Looked more like a shot than anything else, but it was easily blocked away. and I think the referee's going to say that that was not kept in play on the near side. I think Francisco Molina didn't quite agree with that decision, but it's going to be a Cayman Islands throw. And here's a takeaway. Another good job by Kyle Kelly. Oh, and it was an opportunity for a first-time ball to Williams, who was onside, but it was cut out. And then St. Kitts and Nevis quickly retrieved possession. Brown for Lewis. And a free kick is going to be given here to the visitors. Williams. Well, this pass was cut out by Ramirez, but not cleared definitively. And an errant pass allows the Cayman Islands to get it upfield. Seymour. Near side Campbell. Joshua Campbell forced back by Hanley. And then Campbell gave it away. The battle continues, and in the end, Amori is able to play this upfield, and is the flag going to go up here? Taquani Williams is in, and he scores! Taquani Williams looks to have scored again for St. Kitts and Nevis. It appears the flag has stayed down. He has a brace for the Sugar Boys. And his numbers just continue to amaze in his Nations League career. 7 goals in 8 appearances for his country in the competition. And the Sugar Boys are in complete command in the Cayman Islands. They have a 3-goal lead. Now, we were just waiting to see if the offside flag was going to go up there to confirm the goal, or not confirm the goal, really. But the flag stayed down, and yet again, Taquani Williams is putting his name up in lights in the Nations League. Cayman Islands just can't contain him when he gets out in transition. And again, he is able to make them pay. And now he's on a Nations League hat trick, Taquani Williams. Taquani Williams and Jelani Archibald have already done things that have made themselves legendary amongst St. Kitts and Nevis's national team history, and they just continue to add on to that legacy. Now then, the Cayman Islands coming back the other way. Duval, can they get on the board here? Campbell clips it into the middle, and it's easy in the end for Archibald to collect. Nice cut in field. Oh, it's a wonderful run. That was Amori. Ends up running out of space, but has time to get back involved in the action. But now the offside flag goes up, and I think it's gone up against Taquani Williams. can see the goals scored summary here. Rogers got it started in the 10th minute. Since then, it's been all to Kwani Williams. Number 7 in red for the Sugar Boys. He's been as sweet as it gets in this first half, and he's on a Nations League hat trick. Another good ball played down the far side. Challenge on the edge of the penalty area. Where's it going to go? It's going to go out for a goal kick. And well, it's Kwani Williams. They're giving him a little bit more attention now on that far side, as they should. Anytime he's picked up the ball, we said it multiple times, he's looked likely to make something happen for his country. Alexander is fouled. It's a free kick for the Cayman Islands. Well, that's deflected high into the air. And Archibald, well, that was a bit awkward for him, but I think he did just about enough to get that out of harm's way. One of the weirder moments of the match to this point. It got a little bit awkward for Archibald. Nice job by the Cayman Islands, winning the ball back. Here's Duval. Seymour on the turn. Scott. Played up ahead by Ramirez. Long range effort. And it was very ambitious, and in the end, well wide. In some ways, it kind of sums up the Cayman Islands' attack in the first half. Have not been able to really trouble Jelani Archibald, and part of that, to be fair, is because St. Kitts and Nevis have been so strong at winning the ball back in the midfield, and that's just allowed them to create opportunities, but also stifle any potential Cayman Islands attacking sequences as well. Challenge, it's allowed to play on. It's a Cayman Islands throw as well. The game just kind of stopped for a second. No one really moving. A rare moment where St. Kitts and Nevis were a bit asleep there. Cayman Islands get another throw. Joshua Campbell. Alexander out to the far side. Who's it last off of? It's going to be a throw-in for St. Kitts and Nevis in the end after strong defensive work. And Jacoby Tugman just trying to turn, but with two defenders on him, wasn't much he could do with being right up against the far sideline there. Well, that's going to take us into 3 added minutes. At the end, it's been a dominant first half so far from St. Kitts and Nevis. A chance here, though, for the Cayman Islands. A shot away, and Archibald is able to stop it. The rebound is touched away as Joshua Campbell creates the biggest opportunity that the Cayman Islands have had so far. But at the tail end of the sequence, it's a free kick for St. Kitts and Nevis at midfield. Josiah Johnston gave away the foul at the end of the sequence, but wonderful attempt from the Cayman Islands there. First real save that Jelani Archibald's had to make. Gonna be something for the hosts to build on here towards the end of the half. The supporters here again, loud. They try to push their country on to fight back in this one. Oh, another good ball floated over the top. Ooh, that was a chance with a better touch to get a shot away. Great service. This ball is going to stay in play. St. Kitts and Nevis are going to use up some seconds here, it looks like, at the end of the half. Archibald releases the pass to Roberts. And some lackadaisical play here allows the Cayman Islands to get the ball back, but I must say, with the numbers advantage they had, it's a bit of a wasteful attempt on the shot. Cayman Islands had, at worst, a 4-on-4 there. Potentially a 4-on-3. And the shot kind of bailed St. Kitts and Nevis out. Here's to Kwani Williams on a hat trick. Still Williams. And a chance here for Kelly. Kelly across, and it's chested into the path of Lambert by Cameron Gray. More good defensive work from Andre Burley. Archibald clears. Is there time for maybe one more Cayman Islands chance? This is Scott. Campbell dispossessed, and that is how the first half will end here in Georgetown. What a half it was for the Sugar Boys. St. Kitts and Nevis were dominant throughout. Early goal from Kamari Rogers got them on their way. And then one of the great goal scorers we've seen in the Nations League's history, Taquani Williams, with a first half brace for St. Kitts and Nevis. It puts the visitors in prime position for the points with 45 minutes to play. And Taquani Williams, who's on a hat trick, has 7 goals in now 8 Nations League appearances. Really strong from the Sugar Boys at the half. They lead the Cayman Islands by 3-0. Sean St. Jacques back here with you. About to get the second half started here at the Truman Bodden Stadium in Georgetown, Cayman Islands. It is a League C, Group C encounter in the Concacaf Nations League. And it is St. Kitts and Nevis who have had a marvelous start to this match. They lead by 3-0 as we get the second half started here against the Cayman Islands in the Cayman Islands. Crowd's been wonderful. They've been supporting their team throughout, but it's just been too much to Kwani Williams and company in the first 45. We'll see if the Cayman Islands can change that as the second half begins. No changes, it looks like, for either side. We'll see if the hosts can make a run at getting back into this one. And St. Kitts and Nevis are hoping they can see this out and jump right to the top of Group C on goal differential. And again, still a whole half of play to go, but it's worth mentioning that if St. Kitts and Nevis wins, again, on goal difference, they'll be top of the group. Cayman Islands will be second in the group. And having a game in hand, the British Virgin Islands will be third in the group. They'll play St. Kitts and Nevis next. That game will be played in the middle of October during the next big international window. Ball's floated up ahead. Lovely take from Kwani Williams. He's on a hat trick. He goes for the hat trick. And it's not far away. What a moment that would have been. Again, just majestic hold-up play here. Kwani Williams, it is a dynamite first touch. And his strike was almost as solid. Put wonderful shape on the shot, just a little too much on it. Now then, time and space for Alexander for the Cayman Islands. He's able to get past a few challenges here. Campbell into the middle. It's cleared out for a throw, but that's better from the Cayman Islands. They're going to need more of that as the half continues. Alexander again. He'll settle for a throw. Here is Williams. Again, makes the right decision. Plays in Kyle Kelly, who's also been strong for the Sugar Boys so far. That's played up ahead. It's well defended, and the Cayman Islands come back the other way. Seymour. That took an awkward deflection off a ricochet, but easy enough for the captain, Jelani Archibald, who did have to make a save in that first half. A challenge came in there. Referee says on we go. Nice hold-up play again from Kwani Williams. It ends up being a give and go. Williams couldn't quite get on the end of it. It's well defended by Jadane Alexander. Again, St. Kitts and Nevis trying to play their way through, but better defensive setup there from the Cayman Islands, but they just can't keep the ball. And they're going to commit a foul on the back end of that as well. Campbell. Good pressure from Williams. It's helped along Duval. Beaten to it by Roberts. Roberts follows up. Was won back by Jabari Campbell. And he appears to have won a free kick. Both teams try to gain possession consistently here. And that time, Roberts not able to get the challenge just right there and does commit a foul. Great turn by Duval into space. The pass up ahead was cut out before it could get to Seymour. Another chance here for Joshua Campbell. Great ball into the middle, it's headed in! It's a captain's goal for the Cayman Islands, Mason Duval. And just like that, it's a lifeline, it's 3-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, the goal for the Cayman Islands, scored by number 17.
Now the Cayman Islands have
Mason
needed
Duval.
a spark. They turn to their captain, and Mason Duval is there to give them a much-needed lift.
51st minute.
Talked about it earlier. Can you get the one to begin a potential comeback? Well, the Cayman Islands have it. It's the first real stretch of play where St. Kitts and Nevis weren't up to snuff. Can it be a lift in the Cayman Islands? Well, St. Kitts and Nevis come right up the other end. Oh, and they nearly respond. Ends up being wonderful interplay in and around the penalty area, but the shot is blazed over the top. Well, the referee having a word with Duval and I think it was Mervyn Lewis, St. Kitts and Nevis, those two with the sporting handshake at the end of it, and back to live action we go after the best moment for the Cayman Islands of the day so far. Ooh, and some words exchanged after that last challenge came in, and now the sets of players had to be separated here. The Cayman Islands are suggesting that that was a rash challenge from St. Kitts and Nevis, although the referee pointed, I think, for a St. Kitts and Nevis free kick. Well, the player down, I believe, is Jacoby Tugman for the Cayman Islands. Well, I'll be interested if we could at some point take another look at that. Clearly, Cayman Islands took exception to the sequence and how it played out. Tugman, I think, at least for now, looks to be all right. Referee initially pointed to a St. Kitts and Nevis free kick, and that's why all the players were so far up the other end. They have to come back now because I think the decision was changed to a Cayman Islands free kick, or was it? Now the referee is talking to a couple of different players here because both sets of players are asking whose ball it is. I think it's gone back to the original decision. St. Kitts and Nevis get a free kick, but again, the Cayman Islands were not happy with how St. Kitts and Nevis handled that sequence and thought they should have been awarded a free kick. Beautiful challenge. He wins the ball back. And he tries to slide it through, not quite able to make out the pass. Picked back up by Scott. Again, Duval is in there, but this time he's going to be penalized. Ooh, and it's not just going to be a foul. It is going to be a yellow card, it looks like. Yellow card is out. But look, this is Daquani Williams who won the ball back, and then here's Duval cutting in front of him. There were two players that the referee could have booked there. I think Duval got it, but we'll wait confirmation on that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, a yellow card has been issued to the Cayman Islands, number 17, Mason Duval.
And it is the captain, Mason Duval, who picks up the yellow. So that is confirmed. As he fouled Malik Roberts, who's just getting his breath back. And we're still just 11 minutes into the second half. Long way to go. And the Cayman Islands finally have a foothold in the match. What can they build on top of that foundation? All three of the St. Kitts and Nevis goals, as you see there, came in the first half. This falls for Kelly. Still Kyle Kelly, he's dispossessed. Campbell up ahead. And it's not the best touch in the end from Elijah Seymour. It's given away. Near side, Steven. Steven hasn't had too much of an impact yet, but he does well to hold up the play. Can he get himself out of trouble? No, he's dispossessed. Cayman Islands look to come up the other end. Oh, nearly an amazing move there from Alexander. Seymour is able to recover it. Is there a foul there? Referee allows play to continue. Cayman Islands move it forward. Jabari Campbell out wide. Cross into the middle is not cleared yet, and then it almost got through to Duval. It was cleared away in the end, just about. Duval continues to be the spark plug. Player down for St. Kitts and Nevis behind the play. Cayman Islands nearly get across into the middle, but again, the visitors have enough numbers behind the ball to deal with it. And now the ball is going to be sent ahead. Again, the same player for the Sugar Boys, still down in a heap. And both sets of players are wondering when referee will stop this. Cayman Islands don't have to stop playing. They can keep going if they want to. Now the player is back up onto their feet. I think that was Steven. He was in some discomfort. Cross here. It's going to go over the goal and out of play. I'm not sure if that was the same player, but another, if not the same player, for St. Kitts and Nevis is down inside the penalty area. Jelani Archibald was saying, well, you could have played it out, but Cayman Islands do not have to do that. They are well within their right to continue playing on, regardless of which team's player is down. St. Kitts and Nevis are frustrated over that. They can be, but Cayman Islands had every right to keep playing. As long as it's not a serious head injury, St. Kitts and Nevis are allowed to continue, I beg your pardon, in this case Cayman Islands, of course, are allowed to continue playing. That leaves us with 30 minutes plus stoppage time left. And we start to wonder if Francisco Molina might have to make a change here. There haven't been any substitutions yet through the first hour of this one. Jelani Archibald tried to start the play up a little too early. Now the ball's back into play, and for now St. Kitts and Nevis are down to 10. The injured player will have to be welcomed back on by the officiating crew here. And Steven, who was, yes, down on both occasions during that sequence, is back on. So it's 11v11, but I did notice some stirring in the St. Kitts and Nevis technical area. So we'll see if Francisco Molina and his staff are mulling over a change here. As Duval, Duval was taken out there on a heavy challenge by Hanley, and now Duval is holding his head. That's a free kick for the Cayman Islands. It's sent right into the penalty area. Oh, that was a chance for Campbell. Campbell recovers the play. Can he find space for a cross or a shot? He does find one for a pass. Seymour up ahead. Nearly came off. Oh, Campbell gets in there. I think it may have ricocheted off of his hand. And it's going to be a free kick for St. Kitts and Nevis.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have substitution for St. Kitts and Nevis.
St. Kitts and Nevis are going to make a change here. Rogers, goal scorer, will come out.
Number 9, Shaveen Boston.
Shaveen Boston will take his place, and then we'll also see Kyle Kelly come out.
Entering the game, number 8, Johannes Mitchell.
And he will be replaced by Johannes Mitchum. Double swap for St. Kitts and Nevis, and I must say they're going to miss Kyle Kelly. He was excellent for a vast majority of this one today, so big shoes to fill for Mitchum. After Kyle Kelly, I mean, besides maybe Taquani Williams, was the most influential player amongst the outfield players for the Sugar Boys in this match to this point, I would say. He was fabulous in the first hour and change here. And again, if you're just joining us, St. Kitts and Nevis scored 3 goals in the first half. And the Cayman Islands have the only goal of the second half. And that's where we stand so far. Taquani Williams is on a hat trick for the Sugar Boys, but Mason Duval's given the Cayman Islands a lift with a captain's goal about 12 minutes ago. What I will say is either the next goal will kill this game off or will really ignite the ending to this one. And off a takeaway, here comes Zachary Scott, but it's taken away by Malik Roberts. Excellent challenge. And I think on the back end there, the referee's given the Cayman Islands a free kick. Maybe a chance to cross this into the middle. Oh! Well, Archibald made that look very easy, but it could have been very, very dangerous. Again, it was Joshua Campbell who was queuing up. And now it could open up here for St. Kitts and Nevis. Mitchum up ahead. Boston. Williams. Williams again from Mitchum. nearly taken away. And Steven has it saved by Lambert. Another big moment from Lachlan Lambert. And now two players are on the ground at the end of the sequence. And with 25 minutes to play, the referee will stop it. One player down for each side. It's Steven down again for St. Kitts and Nevis. Boy, has he been bumped and bruised these last 10 to 15 minutes. And it's Jadane Alexander who's also helped to turn the tide slightly in the Cayman Islands in this second half. He's had some good moments as well. This stoppage just kind of led to an impromptu timeout for each team here to sort of reset. Both players actually got a nice high five there. That was from Francisco Molina, the St. Kitts and Nevis head coach. And we'll restart in a moment, although I think the referee, that's not a whistle, that is a shin pad. You can believe that. Once that's returned, we can get it back to live action. Well, drop ball will give it back to the Cayman Islands, who have 23 minutes to try to score a couple more goals. Nice job winning the ball back by the Cayman Islands here. Again, just excellent work from Joshua Campbell. Couldn't make anything happen on that occasion. Here's to Kwani Williams. He's on a hat trick. Couldn't take the ball with him. Scramble continues. It bounces out of play. It'll stay with St. Kitts and Nevis. Nice turn into space. A chance to maybe get a little give and go. Oh, was there a trip, maybe a slip? Not enough for the referee to be interested in a foul. Lovely give and go play there. That was Naquan Brown getting involved. St. Kitts and Nevis nearly found the key to get through the Cayman Islands defense. Now the Cayman Islands have a chance to go up the other end. Duval, a chance for the shot. Oh! Just wide. That's the closest the Cayman Islands have come since they scored. Zachary Scott nearly brought them out of their seats here in Georgetown. He's the one that starts the move. Lovely give and go. Duval knows exactly where to put it. Right back into Scott's path. Great first touch. The shot goes well wide of Archibald's goal. Just another warning sign for St. Kitts and Nevis. Could be a long 20 minutes to go here Nice ball out to this near side. Campbell goes right back to work and wins a corner for the Cayman Islands. Just under 20 minutes plus stoppage time left. It's going to be Scott to take. Little give and go back to Zachary Scott. Scott's ball is really well placed, and the Cayman Islands do appeal for a penalty. I'm not sure there was much in that. Goal kick is the decision.
Please, we have a substitution for St. Kitts and Nevis. Exiting the game is number 17.
St. Kitts and Nevis will make a change here.
He's replaced by number 13, Jalian Burt.
Looks like Jalian Burt is going to come on, and that'll be the end of the day for Naquan Brown.
Entered the game, number 11, Trey Ebach.
And a substitution for the Cayman Islands as well. We will see Jacoby Tugman exit, and he will be replaced by Trey Ebanks for the hosts. And Tugman gets a nice hand as he leaves. That's the first change for the Cayman Islands today, as the afternoon is quickly turned into the evening here. St. Kitts and Nevis, oh, they have a chance here to wrap up the points. It's finished off. Deonis Stephen makes it 4-1 for the Sugar Boys. He's been bumped and bruised all half. Well, he gets a huge reward. And St. Kitts and Nevis have re-established order here, and they could very well be on their way to a huge opening 3 points in the Concacaf Nations League. Oh, the Cayman Islands did so well to get back into the game. They scored one, they had a couple other huge chances to really make a go at it. But St. Kitts and Nevis have hit back at the other end. And Stephen, who now has to be evaluated for a third or fourth time in this half, gets his goal. And it could be the goal that sees St. Kitts and Nevis go to the top of Group C. And it'll lead, that injury stoppage, I should say, will lead to another impromptu cooling break here for both sides, if not an official one, with 17 minutes left. And there's still time left, but the job just got that much tougher for the Cayman Islands, who made some real headway. They looked much, much better in the second half. Credit Joey Japp and his staff and the players for making adjustments and recovering after a tough first half, but St. Kitts and Nevis did find a response at a very important time in the game to reestablish their control and their potential grip on the 3 points here up for grabs. And we talked about how the first meeting between these two back on May 12th, 1991, long time ago, finished in a 1-1 draw. Well, it's looking more and more like St. Kitts and Nevis will be able to finish this one off. Again, crazier things have happened. There's still time left. But that's a huge hammer blow from Deonis Stephen to help the St. Kitts and Nevis cause. Looks like Stephen will continue on for now. And we're ticking down towards the final 15 minutes of normal time. Nice job picking the ball up there by Boston. The cross into the middle is cut out nicely by Cameron Gray. Is there a little nudge in the back there? It's going to ricochet out for a throw-in to the Cayman Islands. game is the only game still live on this Saturday of Concacaf Nations League action. He wins today for the Dominican Republic. Dominica, huge 3-2 win for Barbados over the Bahamas as well. And Belize, mentioned it earlier, with a 4-0 victory. By the way, a second straight game where, let's take a look at this challenge on Taquani Williams from Zachary Scott. Second time, by the way, that Bahamas had a lead in a game in this group stage, and they've let it slip away. They dropped 2 points against the U.S. Virgin Islands. They dropped all 3 today against Barbados. Could have been a very different story for them.
Ladies and gentlemen, a substitution for St. Kitts and Nevis. Leaving the game is number 22, Dionis Stephen. Entering the game is number 6, Theo Wharton.
Now, Dionis Stephen is finally going to be taken off here. Great effort all the way around from him, and he gets a goal as well to show for that effort. Theo Wharton is the player who's come on to take his spot, and now the Sugar Boys are down to 1 substitution. The Cayman Islands really want to shake it up. They do have 4 more changes that they could possibly make, and Stephen has the 4th of the 4 St. Kitts and Nevis goals today. Nice ball down this near side to Wharton, his first involvement. Chance to lay it off for the arriving Taquani Williams. It's going to be a free kick in the end for the hosts. Turned down the far side there. It goes out of play. And it's a throw-in. Campbell. Plays it back, and then it's helped along by Gray. And Jabari Campbell is forced to go back. Turn into space, but St. Kitts and Nevis have it covered. Near side, Malik Roberts for the Sugar Boys. Here's Taquani Williams, still in search of what could be a hat trick for him. Well, Cayman Islands get a good ball win back there, and it was touched ahead by Duval. You could see exactly where he wanted to place it, but too far in front of Elijah Seymour. Play continues. Good pressure from Taquani Williams allows Cayman Islands to have to settle for a throw-in. And there's now 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go.
ladies and gentlemen, the total attendance for today's match is 575.
Well, that's one back.
All you fans who've come out to enjoy this Concacaf Nations League match.
And St. Kitts and Nevis really put a bow on top of proceedings here. Out to the far side it goes. Cayman Islands swarming the edge of the penalty area. It's Kwani Williams, Mitchum, Wharton. Into the middle, that was dangerous. It could still fall for an opportunity here, and it's handled inside the 18-yard box. That's a free kick for the Cayman Islands. Now the look, it actually was, she kind of shoveled forward with the arm, not just off the arm, it was moved with the arm. Would have been a borderline yellow card, I think, but just a free kick in the end. And now a little bit of a problem here for Jadine Alexander. Well, Jadine Alexander has also been really strong at times for the Cayman Islands, but again, the big telling moments have been, as it tends to be, major tournaments, the ability to be clinical in front of goal, and there haven't been many who've been at this high of a level in the Nations League and done it as consistently as Taquani Williams has for St. Kitts and Nevis. He just continues to rack up goals in the Nations League, 2 of them today, and the since departed Rogers and Stephen also on the board as well. Cayman Islands obviously got a huge goal from Mason Duval. That made it very interesting in the earlier stages of the second half, but big miss from Zachary Scott. Another opportunity that went by the wayside from Joshua Campbell. Elijah Seymour's been involved at times as well. Those moments have not been taken. Zachary Scott's in particular was a wide open look, not able to score, and that's what's allowed St. Kitts and Nevis to rebuild their 3-goal lead, and what's allowed them to potentially ride off into the sunset with the points on the day. Concern now for St. Kitts and Nevis is the health of Malik Roberts. Well, the Sugar Boys only have 1 substitution remaining if they want to take Roberts out, so we'll have to mull that over the next couple of moments here. Cayman Islands get the ball back. Joshua Campbell. Alexander, beg your pardon now, Seymour. It's played all the way back to Gray for a refresh. Lachlan Lambert starts it back up into the attack. Could be a chance here. The cross was too close to Jelani Archibald, who, again, has done his job very well today. He's another player for St. Kitts and Nevis who just always seems to come through in the big moments when they need him. Good hold-up play there. That was Boston. Runners flooding forward here for St. Kitts and Nevis. It's Taquani Williams on a hat trick. Oh, he went down in the penalty area, with the referee not interested in giving him a penalty there. Not enough in the contact. On we go with Campbell. is nearly won back by Duval. Lewis, and it's going to go all the way back for a refresh to Archibald. Roberts looks to be okay. Wharton moves it forward. Another chance to really polish this off. The cross into the middle is off target. Cayman Islands will clear. Roberts follows up, and it's going to be a foul and a free kick. And again, Roberts is in some discomfort. Another look. Was it the rollover at the end? It actually was a non-contact injury there. He felt it after the contact was already made. Those sometimes can be the most dangerous ones. Now then, from the free kick, it's really fizzed in there, and well, it's well recovered by Lachlan Lambert, the goalkeeper. Had to secure it at the end, but read it very well. Ticking down to the final 3 minutes, plus stoppage time. Here's Duval. This near side, looks like the Cayman Islands are getting some changes ready. I told you they had 4 possible changes to use here. Looks like the throw-in will happen first. Again, it bounces out. It's like Alexander Clark Ramirez, Gabriel Deoglio, and Emmanuel Duran are the 3 players getting set to come on. St. Kitts and Nevis are closing in on what will be a pretty memorable victory for them, and more wonderful play in the Concacaf Nations League as they do try to get into Group B once again, or League B, beg your pardon, more importantly. That is headed forward towards Boston, and a collision is going to go the other way. It's a free kick for the hosts. And the Cayman Islands are now going to make those changes, I believe.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have substitution for the Cayman Islands.
Duran is going to come on for the captain, Mason Duval, who really helped to lead the second half charge. It's not enough in the end. Alexander Clark Ramirez is going to come on for Elijah Seymour, who was the hero from match day 1.
Also leaving the game,
Jordan Bonilla Ramirez, he's also going to be replaced.
He's being replaced by number 15.
And that'll be Gabriel Deloglio's turn to come on as well. So a triple change in the dying embers here.
In the 89th minute.
Mason Duval in particular really shined at times in the second half. Got the goal as well, which certainly helped the cause, but again, St. Kitts and Nevis did in the end find that 4th goal, and that's what's really helped to kill the game off.
Attention please, the 4th official on the sideline has indicated there will be a minimum of 6 minutes,
As you can see there, there's still going to be 6 added minutes to go here. That's a pretty good amount of time, but Cayman Islands have to score 3 instead of the original 2, and that's what's going to make it tough down the stretch to make a run at it. Lambert's clearance goes out of play. Again, the Cayman Islands are next in action in the Nations League on October 9th. And they play the British Virgin Islands. Kwani Williams continues to fight here for St. Kitts and Nevis. He's looking for a hat trick. He'll get a free kick. St. Kitts and Nevis by the British Virgin Islands as well. Of course, still to come. Both teams play each other, all 3 teams I should say, play each other twice. Wharton looks like is going to take the free kick here for the Sugar Boys. St. Kitts and Nevis plays the British Virgin Islands in just 3 days' time, the end of this international window. Wharton bends the ball in, headed away by the Cayman Islands. Again, as they did so much throughout the match, St. Kitts and Nevis quickly win the ball back, and they win a throw-in here. A tussle for it in the corner. 2-on-1, the Cayman Islands get it out, and they do try to send it forward, but again, St. Kitts and Nevis retrieves it. Here's to Kwani Williams, looking for his hat trick again, and again he's stopped by a multitude of Cayman Islands challenges. And it was a cheeky little flick there from Jelani Archibald to make sure nothing happened at the other end. Now then, Wharton up ahead. Cross into the middle. Lambert gets there ahead of Williams. Bit of a push there. Referee does spot it, and it's a free kick for the hosts. And is there concern here? That was Josiah Johnston, who is in some discomfort here. Ooh, and he might have been actually spiked. I don't think that was on purpose, but he was accidentally stomped there by Boston. And again, just to be very clear, I don't think Boston meant that, but it doesn't make it hurt any less. The referee did not see that, I don't think. And again, no VAR to go back and review something like that. Ooh, that was not the best challenge there. Alexander got away with one. And the Cayman Islands put together one more big moment. Not on this occasion. Chested down for Archibald as we head into the final minute of play. And what's been, overall, a very strong St. Kitts and Nevis performance. One that could finish with a flourish potentially here. Mitchum ends up holding up the play. Archibald for Roberts. Ball be played ahead towards the midfield area. Another late challenge comes in. Could have been a foul. Referee lets it go. Cayman Islands win the ball back in the midfield here. That's Cameron Gray. But again, St. Kitts and Nevis quickly recover. And that is full time here in Georgetown. St. Kitts and Nevis with a convincing victory over the Cayman Islands by 4-1. They not only start their group stage campaign with a victory, they jump right to the top of Group C in League C. 3 different goal scorers along the way. Rogers and Stephen with a goal apiece. A brace for Taquani Williams, who just continues to shine on the Concacaf Nations League stage. And St. Kitts and Nevis, via their goal differential, jump ahead of the Cayman Islands in the group, and the British Virgin Islands will sit in 3rd place in this 3-team group, before we see the Sugar Boys on the final day of this window take on the British Virgin Islands, also in this Group C encounter. All in all, Cayman Islands got out to a slow start, and that's really what cost them in the end. They had a vibrant start to the second half and were right back in it for about 10 to 15 minutes. But then that big goal from Tiana Stephen put the game to bed, and it was academic the rest of the way as the Sugar Boys closed it out for the last 15 minutes or so, plus stoppage time. Really impressive, and St. Kitts and Nevis felt they had to make a statement here to really put themselves at the top of the group and feel that they could put together another campaign to get re-promoted back to League B once they came after last season's Nations League. Cayman Islands still very much alive to finally get promoted to League B, but this is a bit of a setback on home soil today. Have to mention as well that the crowd here really was encouraging, kept cheering for the Cayman Islands during the tough moments, but just too much St. Kitts and Nevis quality in the end. And once again, on the big Concacaf stage, it's the Sugar Boys writing the headlines and getting, more importantly, the 3 valuable points. It'll be intriguing to see how the British Virgin Islands factor into this as well. They're the only team now without any points on the board. And the Cayman Islands, of course, played their 2 games, so we'll see how it all plays out at the end of the window. But before we leave you for the day, let's recap this meeting here in Georgetown between the Cayman Islands and St. Kitts and Nevis. 10th minute, Cayman Islands thought the flag was going to go up here, and they kind of let Kamari Rogers continue on. The flag stayed down. Rogers did what he's supposed to do in that situation, played to the whistle, and he scored to give the Sugar Boys the opening goal inside of 10 minutes of action. That was a huge moment in the game to get St. Kitts and Nevis off to a good start. Then a couple of big saves from Lachlan Lambert, able to keep the Cayman Islands in it, but then Taquani Williams with a terrific finish. That gave St. Kitts and Nevis a 2-0 lead in the 19th minute and really started to assert their dominance on proceedings in the first half. But Taquani Williams wasn't done yet. 8 minutes from the end of the first half, he sneaks in behind to score again. He now has 7 goals in 8 appearances in Concacaf Nations League play. His goal-scoring record is nearly a goal for every time he's out there on the pitch. But then the recovery attempt from Mason Duval, a captain's goal that got them out of their seats here in Georgetown in the 51st minute. That made it 3-1 and gave St. Kitts and Nevis some trouble for about 10 to 15 minutes after that. And I must say the Cayman Islands had some close opportunities after Mason Duval scored. They were not able to take them, and yes, there was some physical moments, but St. Kitts and Nevis, after again, Cayman Islands were able to create some more opportunities off the goal. They were able to bounce back. Duval was booked for that challenge, talked about it. It was physical, but here comes some more opportunities for the Cayman Islands. That was a searching ball in, didn't quite work out. Steven taking on the shot there, Lambert making the save, but this was the big chance. Lovely little give and go, and Zachary Scott was wide open. He couldn't score, but Steven could score at the other end for St. Kitts and Nevis. It really just came down to who was going to take the big opportunities. Diana Steven was a warrior out there for St. Kitts and Nevis today. Certainly worthy of the goal, and St. Kitts and Nevis certainly worthy of the points. And they are now your Group C leaders in League C in the Concacaf Nations League. Taquani Williams shining again, and the Sugar Boys making a statement again in a big competition in Concacaf. Well, it was a really well-played game between these two, but in the end, you look at the statistics, the shots really tell you the story, along with the possession. St. Kitts and Nevis just created more throughout the majority of the game. Great fight-back attempt from the Cayman Islands that shouldn't be forgotten about, but the Sugar Boys put the game to bed in the latter stages of the second half and cruised to an impressive 4-1 victory here on the road in Georgetown. Taquani Williams leading the way with 2 goals. That's going to do it for our action today at the Concacaf Nations League here in the Cayman Islands. St. Kitts and Nevis are your winners by 4-1. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you for more Nations League action tomorrow.